Welcome back to Artos Hub, where American muscle, legendary design, and future performance come together in one place. Today's video is all about 5 incredible cars that are set to make serious noise on American roads. These machines are not just about horsepower numbers or flashy looks. They represent attitude, heritage, and the future direction of performance driving. This is a 5-car lineup built for true enthusiasts, and we're starting strong with a name that needs no introduction in muscle car history. Number 1 on this list is the 2026 Plymouth Cuda 440, a car that brings raw American muscle back to the spotlight with zero apologies. The Cuda has always been about dominance, and this modern interpretation stays true to that spirit while adding today's technology and refinement. From the first glance, this car feels aggressive, wide, and purpose-built, carrying the DNA of the original legends into a new era. The exterior design is bold and unapologetic. The long hood, short rear deck, and muscular fenders instantly remind you that this car was built to intimidate. Modern LED lighting, an aggressive front grille, and aerodynamic sculpting give it a contemporary edge without losing the classic Cuda identity. Every line looks intentional, as if the car is already moving even when it's standing still. Under the hood, the heart of the 2026 Plymouth Cuda 440 is where things get serious. The 440 big block philosophy lives on, reimagined with modern engineering, high-output tuning, and brutal torque delivery. This is the kind of power that doesn't just push you forward, it pins you back and demands respect. Acceleration feels violent yet controlled, making it clear that this car was engineered for drivers who crave raw performance. Inside, the cabin blends classic muscle vibes with modern comfort. Deep bolstered seats, performance-focused gauges, and a driver-centric layout create an environment that feels both old school and futuristic. Premium materials, digital displays, and modern infotainment features ensure that while the car is wild on the outside, it's refined where it matters. On the road, the Cuda 440 feels planted and confident. The suspension setup balances straight-line brutality with improved cornering stability, making it more versatile than any classic Cuda before it. The exhaust note is deep, aggressive, and unmistakable, reminding everyone nearby that this is not just another modern car, it's a reborn legend. This first car sets the tone for the entire video. The 2026 Plymouth Cuda 440 is not about compromise. It's about bringing muscle car dominance back where it belongs. And this is only the beginning of what this 5-car lineup has to offer. The driving experience of the 2026 Plymouth Cuda 440 is where its personality truly comes alive. This car doesn't try to hide what it is. Every press of the throttle delivers an instant surge of torque that feels raw, mechanical, and deeply satisfying. It's not just fast in a straight line, it feels alive under your control, responding aggressively to driver input while still maintaining modern stability and balance. The steering has a weighty, connected feel that gives confidence at high speeds. Plymouth has clearly tuned this car for enthusiasts who actually want to drive, not just cruise. You feel the road through the wheel, the chassis talks back, and the car encourages you to push harder. Braking performance is equally serious, with large performance brakes designed to rein in all that power without drama, even after repeated hard use. Suspension tuning strikes a strong balance between muscle car attitude and modern handling. On smooth highways, the Cuda 440 feels solid and composed, eating up miles with ease. On tighter roads, the improved chassis rigidity and adaptive suspension help control body roll, making the car far more capable than its classic ancestors. It still feels aggressive and heavy-hitting, but never sloppy. The sound is a huge part of the experience. The exhaust note is deep and thunderous at low RPMs, then turns sharp and ferocious as the revs climb. It's the kind of sound that turns heads before the car even comes into view. This isn't artificial or overly muted. It's loud, proud, and unmistakably muscle. Technology plays a supporting role rather than stealing the spotlight. Driver assist systems, performance drive modes, and traction management are all present, but they never dull the character of the car. You can dial things back for everyday driving or unleash the full beast when conditions allow. It's a car that respects both skill and responsibility. From a lifestyle perspective, the 2026 Plymouth Cuda 440 feels like a statement piece. It's for drivers who want more than just transportation. It's for people who want a connection to automotive history, combined with modern performance that can still compete on today's roads. Whether parked at a show, cruising through the city, or blasting down an open highway, it commands attention. What makes this car special is that it doesn't try to reinvent muscle cars, it simply perfects the formula for a new generation. Big power, bold design, and an unapologetic attitude define everything about it. The Cuda 440 doesn't chase trends, it creates presence. As the first entry in this 5-car lineup, the 2026 Plymouth Cuda 440 sets a powerful benchmark. It proves that classic American muscle can return stronger, smarter, and more thrilling than ever, without losing its soul. Number 2, the 2026 Dodge Coronet 4.4 arrives as a bold revival of one of Dodge's most respected muscle-era nameplates, blending classic attitude with modern engineering. From the first glance, the Coronet looks purposeful and aggressive, carrying a long, wide stance that immediately communicates power. The front end is dominated by a wide grille and sharp LED lighting that echoes the original Coronet's intimidating face, while sculpted body lines add a modern edge without losing the vintage DNA. Under the hood, the heart of the Coronet 440 is all about raw performance. Dodge brings back big displacement muscle philosophy with a modern 440-inspired V8 setup, tuned for massive low-end torque and relentless acceleration. Throttle response is immediate, and the engine feels eager at every RPM. This is not a car built to be quiet or subtle. It's built to make a statement every time you start it. The exterior design balances nostalgia and aggression. Wide fenders, a muscular hood, and a fastback-style roofline give the Coronet a planted, road-hugging appearance. Modern aerodynamic elements are subtly integrated, improving stability at high speeds while keeping the classic muscle silhouette intact. Large performance wheels and low-profile tires complete the look, giving the car a ready-to-attack posture. Inside, the Coronet 440 mixes retro-inspired design with modern comfort. The dashboard layout is driver-focused, with a digital gauge cluster styled to resemble classic analog dials. Performance information is clear and easy to read, keeping the driver connected to the car's behavior at all times. High-quality materials, contrast stitching, and supportive sports seats ensure the cabin feels premium without losing its muscle car toughness. Driving the 2026 Coronet 440 feels intense and engaging. The chassis is stiff, the suspension is tuned for aggressive driving, and the car feels planted even when pushed hard. Straight-line performance is brutal, but the Coronet also surprises with improved cornering ability compared to older generations. Dodge has clearly focused on making this a complete performance machine, not just a drag strip hero. The exhaust note is deep and commanding, delivering a thunderous roar under acceleration and a menacing rumble at idle. It's the kind of sound that defines muscle cars and instantly connects the driver to Dodge's racing heritage. This sound alone makes every drive feel like an event. Overall, the 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 represents the return of unapologetic American muscle. It respects its roots while embracing modern performance standards, offering a car that feels powerful, aggressive, and emotionally charged. This is a machine built for enthusiasts who want strength, presence, and pure driving excitement in every mile. Performance technology plays a major role in shaping the character of the 2026 Dodge Coronet 440. Advanced driving modes allow the car to shift its personality depending on the situation. In normal mode, the Coronet feels controlled and confident, making it usable for everyday driving. Switch to sport or track-focused settings, and the throttle sharpens, steering tightens, and the suspension firms up, turning the car into a focused performance weapon that demands attention and skill. Braking performance is just as serious as the power output. Large performance brake calipers and ventilated rotors provide strong, consistent stopping power even during aggressive driving. Dodge engineers clearly understood that a car with this much muscle needs equally strong control, and the Coronet delivers confidence when slowing down from high speeds. Pedal feel is firm and predictable, giving the driver a strong sense of connection to the road. The transmission options further enhance the Coronet's appeal. Whether paired with a modern automatic tuned for lightning-fast shifts or a driver-focused manual for pure engagement, the Coronet 440 stays true to muscle car tradition. Gear changes feel mechanical and satisfying, reinforcing the car's raw and aggressive nature. This flexibility allows drivers to choose between convenience and full control, depending on their driving style. Technology inside the cabin supports performance without overpowering the experience. A modern infotainment system offers navigation, performance data, and connectivity features, all integrated cleanly into the dashboard. Dodge keeps distractions to a minimum, ensuring the focus remains on driving. Performance timers, G-force meters, and engine readouts give enthusiasts the data they crave while pushing the car to its limits. Safety systems are present but unobtrusive. Stability control, traction management, and advanced driver assistance features work quietly in the background, stepping in only when necessary. This balance allows experienced drivers to enjoy the Coronet's power while still benefiting from modern safety advancements. The car never feels restricted, but it does feel protected. On the road, the Coronet 440 feels alive. Acceleration pins you back into the seat, and the car surges forward with authority. Highway cruising remains stable and composed, while backroad driving reveals a surprisingly balanced chassis. Dodge has clearly invested in making the Coronet more than just a straight-line monster, giving it real-world performance credibility. Emotion is a huge part of what makes the Coronet 440 special. Every aspect of the car, from the engine note to the aggressive styling, is designed to make the driver feel something. It doesn't aim to please everyone, and that's exactly the point. This is a car built for people who love bold design, loud engines, and uncompromising performance. Number 3. The 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor R is built with one clear purpose: extreme off-road domination combined with everyday usability. From the moment you look at it, the truck communicates strength. The wide stance, aggressive grille, massive tires, and reinforced body panels give it a commanding presence. This is not a cosmetic package. Every design element exists to support performance in the harshest environments. Under the hood, the Raptor R carries a supercharged V8 engine that delivers brutal power and instant response. The engine is tuned to handle sand, mud, rocks, and high-speed desert runs without hesitation. Throttle response is sharp, and power delivery feels relentless, whether you're accelerating on pavement or charging through off-road terrain. This truck is engineered to perform under pressure, not just look tough. The suspension system is where the Raptor R truly separates itself. Long travel suspension with advanced Fox shocks allows the truck to absorb massive impacts while keeping the wheels planted. High-speed off-road driving feels controlled and confident, even over uneven surfaces. Ford has fine-tuned the suspension geometry to provide stability during jumps, sharp turns, and hard landings, making the Raptor R a serious off-road machine. Four-wheel drive capability is central to the Raptor R's identity. Multiple terrain management modes allow the driver to adapt the truck to different conditions, including sand, rock crawl, mud, and Baja settings. Each mode adjusts throttle mapping, transmission behavior, traction control, and suspension response. This intelligent system ensures maximum grip and control regardless of terrain. The chassis is reinforced to handle extreme stress. Skid plates protect vital components, while a strengthened frame improves durability during aggressive off-road use. Ground clearance is generous, allowing the Raptor R to clear obstacles with ease. Approach, departure, and breakover angles are optimized for serious off-road challenges, making the truck capable of tackling trails that would stop ordinary pickups. Inside the cabin, the Raptor R balances ruggedness with modern comfort. Sport-focused seats provide strong lateral support, keeping occupants secure during aggressive driving. Materials are durable and easy to clean, designed to handle dust, mud, and daily wear. Despite its off-road focus, the interior still feels premium and driver-oriented. The digital instrument cluster displays essential performance data, including off-road information such as pitch, roll, and drivetrain status. Controls are laid out for quick access, allowing the driver to make adjustments without distraction. Ford has clearly prioritized functionality while maintaining a modern, tech-forward feel. Steering feel is precise for a truck of this size. At speed, the Raptor R feels planted and predictable, giving the driver confidence in both off-road and on-road situations. Power is only one part of what makes the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor R special. What truly defines this truck is how all its systems work together to deliver control, confidence, and endurance in extreme conditions. The transmission is tuned for aggressive driving, offering fast shifts that keep the engine in its optimal power band. Whether crawling slowly over rocks or blasting across open desert, gear changes feel intentional and responsive. Braking performance is equally important in a truck of this capability. The Raptor R uses heavy-duty brakes designed to handle repeated high-speed stops without fading. Large rotors and performance calipers provide consistent stopping power, even when the truck is loaded or driven hard off-road. This ensures safety and control in situations where precision matters most. Tires play a critical role in the Raptor R's performance. Massive all-terrain tires provide exceptional grip on loose surfaces while remaining stable on pavement. The aggressive tread pattern improves traction in mud, sand, and gravel, allowing the truck to maintain forward momentum where others would struggle. Combined with beadlock-capable wheels, the Raptor R is ready for serious off-road adventures straight from the factory. Durability has been engineered into every component. Cooling systems are upgraded to handle extreme heat generated during high-performance driving. Reinforced driveline components ensure reliability under heavy loads and hard use. Ford designed this truck to survive long-term abuse, not just short bursts of excitement. Despite its extreme nature, the Raptor R remains practical. The truck bed offers real utility, capable of hauling gear, tools, or adventure equipment. Tie-down points, durable bed materials, and optional accessories make it useful for work and recreation alike. This balance between performance and functionality is one of the Raptor R's biggest strengths. On-road behavior is surprisingly refined. While the suspension is tuned for off-road dominance, it still delivers a controlled and comfortable ride on highways. Steering remains stable at high speeds, and the truck feels composed during daily driving. This makes the Raptor R suitable not just as a weekend toy, but as a full-time vehicle. Technology enhances the driving experience without overwhelming it. Driver assistance features provide added confidence, especially during long trips or challenging conditions. Advanced traction systems work in the background, intervening only when necessary to maintain control. The truck feels intelligent, adapting to the driver's inputs and the environment in real time. Sound is another defining characteristic. The supercharged V8 produces a deep, aggressive exhaust note that reinforces the truck's performance-focused identity. It's not just loud, but purposeful, delivering an emotional connection between the driver and the machine. Number 4. The 2026 Chevrolet Camaro SS1 LE is engineered with one clear purpose: maximum performance with total driver involvement. Every element of this car is focused on precision, balance, and control, making it one of the most track-ready muscle cars ever offered from the factory. The SS1 LE isn't about luxury or comfort first. It's about connection between the driver, the road, and the machine. At the heart of the Camaro SS1 LE is a naturally aspirated V8 engine that delivers instant throttle response and a wide, usable power band. Power delivery feels linear and aggressive, allowing the driver to precisely control acceleration through corners and straights. The engine's character is raw and mechanical, reinforcing the Camaro's identity as a true performance car rather than a soft, modern cruiser. The chassis setup is where the 1LE package truly separates itself. Chevrolet has fine-tuned the suspension with performance springs, adaptive dampers, and track-focused geometry. The car feels planted at speed, with minimal body roll and sharp turn-in. Whether entering a corner hard or exiting under full throttle, the SS1 LE maintains stability and confidence. Steering is direct and communicative. The driver receives constant feedback through the wheel, making it easy to understand what the front tires are doing at all times. This level of communication is critical for spirited driving and track use, and the Camaro SS1 LE delivers it exceptionally well. It rewards smooth inputs and punishes sloppy ones, which is exactly what performance enthusiasts want. Braking performance is equally serious. Large performance brakes provide strong, repeatable stopping power even under heavy use. Brake fade is minimized, allowing the driver to push harder for longer sessions. Pedal feel is firm and predictable, giving confidence during late braking zones and aggressive driving scenarios. Aerodynamics play a major role in the SS1 LE's performance. Subtle but effective exterior enhancements generate real downforce, improving high-speed stability. These changes are functional rather than flashy, staying true to the Camaro's aggressive but purposeful design language. The car looks fast because it is fast, not because it's trying to be. Inside, the cabin is focused and driver-oriented. Supportive sport seats hold the driver firmly in place during high-speed cornering. Controls are placed logically, allowing quick adjustments without distraction. The interior materials are durable and performance-focused, emphasizing function over unnecessary luxury. Despite its track-ready nature, the Camaro SS1 LE remains street-legal and usable. It can handle daily driving duties while still being capable of weekend track sessions without major modifications. This dual personality is one of its strongest attributes. The 2026 Chevrolet Camaro SS 1LE continues to prove why it remains one of the most respected driver-focused performance cars on the road. Where many modern muscle cars rely heavily on electronics to mask their weight and size, the SS 1LE feels deliberately engineered to work with the driver rather than around them. This creates a more authentic and engaging experience behind the wheel. One of the standout aspects of the SS 1LE is its balance. Chevrolet engineers paid close attention to weight distribution, allowing the car to feel neutral through corners. When pushed hard, the chassis responds predictably, giving the driver confidence to explore the car's limits. Instead of feeling front-heavy or unpredictable, the Camaro rotates smoothly and settles quickly after direction changes. Tire grip plays a huge role in this confidence. The SS 1LE rides on wide, track-focused performance tires that provide exceptional traction. These tires allow aggressive corner entry speeds and strong acceleration on exit without excessive wheel spin. Even under hard braking, the grip remains consistent, helping maintain stability and control. Cooling is another area where the SS 1LE shines. Chevrolet designed the car with enhanced cooling systems for the engine, transmission, and differential. This means the Camaro can handle extended high-performance driving without overheating or losing performance. For drivers who enjoy track days or spirited mountain runs, this reliability is just as important as raw power. The exhaust note adds to the emotional appeal of the SS 1LE. It delivers a deep, aggressive sound that builds with RPM, reminding the driver that this is a naturally aspirated V8 in an era dominated by turbochargers. The sound is purposeful, never artificial, and perfectly matches the car's aggressive personality. Driver aids are present but well-tuned. Traction control and stability systems are designed to assist rather than interfere. They allow a degree of slip and movement before stepping in, which keeps the driving experience exciting while still providing a safety net. Advanced driving modes let the driver tailor the car's behavior depending on conditions and driving style. On the road, the SS 1LE feels serious and focused. It's not overly soft or forgiving, and that's intentional. Road imperfections are communicated clearly, reinforcing the connection between car and driver. This feedback-rich experience may not appeal to everyone, but for enthusiasts, it's exactly what makes the car special. Visually, the Camaro SS 1LE maintains a clean yet aggressive stance. Its wide body, low ride height, and functional aerodynamic elements give it a commanding presence. Nothing feels unnecessary or decorative. Every detail serves a performance purpose. Number 5. The 2026 Corvette CX.R Vision. Gran Turismo represents Chevrolet's most radical interpretation of what a future American hyper-performance machine could be. Designed originally for the Vision Gran Turismo program, this concept is not constrained by current production rules, allowing designers and engineers to push creativity, aerodynamics, and performance philosophy to extremes. The result is a Corvette that feels more like a Le Mans prototype merged with a science fiction hypercar than a traditional road-going sports car. From its overall proportions, the CX.R immediately communicates speed. The body sits extremely low to the ground, stretched wide with sharp angles and deep channels carved into every surface. Airflow is treated as a design material rather than an afterthought. Large front splitters, sculpted side intakes, and aggressive rear tunnels are all designed to control air with surgical precision. Nothing on the exterior looks cosmetic. Every line exists to improve downforce, cooling, or stability at extreme speeds. The front end is especially striking. Instead of a conventional grille layout, the CX.R uses layered aerodynamic elements to guide air around and through the body. Ultra-slim lighting elements give it a futuristic, almost predatory expression. The hood is heavily vented, signaling that heat extraction and airflow management are core priorities of the design. Moving along the sides, the CX.R's profile is dramatic and technical. Massive air channels cut through the body, feeding cool air to critical components while reducing drag. The cockpit appears tightly wrapped around the driver, emphasizing a race-first mindset. Exposed carbon fiber sections reinforce the idea that weight reduction and structural rigidity are essential to this concept's identity. At the rear, the Corvette CX.R Vision Gran Turismo becomes even more extreme. A towering rear wing, integrated diffusers, and deep aerodynamic tunnels dominate the view. These elements suggest that the car is designed to generate immense downforce at high speed, keeping it glued to the track under intense acceleration and cornering forces. The rear lighting is minimal and aggressive, reinforcing the car's futuristic racing character. Inside, the CX.R abandons traditional comfort in favor of pure performance focus. The cockpit is centered around the driver, with a single-seat layout that echoes endurance racing prototypes. Digital displays replace conventional gauges, delivering only the most essential information. Materials are stripped down and purposeful, highlighting carbon fiber, lightweight composites, and exposed structural elements. The driving position is low and reclined, designed to maximize control and visibility at high speed. Everything within reach feels intentional, as if the car exists solely to deliver data, feedback, and control to the driver. This is not a concept meant for daily driving. It is a vision of ultimate performance. In terms of performance philosophy, the 2026 Corvette CX.R Vision Gran Turismo is imagined as a machine that exists at the absolute edge of what physics will allow. While Chevrolet has never released a final production-style spec sheet, the concept strongly suggests a hybrid powertrain developed purely for competition-level output. The layout implies a mid-mounted engine paired with advanced electric assistance, delivering instant torque, brutal acceleration, and sustained power at extreme speeds. The power delivery in the CX.R is envisioned to be relentless rather than dramatic. Instead of raw muscle car theatrics, this Corvette focuses on precision, traction, and efficiency. Electric motors are likely positioned to enhance corner exit speed, torque vectoring, and stability, allowing the car to rotate through corners with surgical accuracy. This approach reflects a shift from old-school American power to a modern, globally competitive performance mindset. Chassis technology is another area where the CX.R concept truly separates itself from traditional Corvettes. The structure appears to be built around a carbon fiber monocoque, designed to maximize rigidity while keeping weight to an absolute minimum. This kind of construction would allow engineers to fine-tune suspension geometry with incredible precision, giving the car razor-sharp responses at high speeds. Suspension design in the CX.R Vision. Gran Turismo is clearly inspired by top-tier motorsports. Pushrod-style systems, adjustable ride height, and active damping are all implied by the aggressive stance and aerodynamic requirements. This setup would allow the car to remain stable under heavy braking, flat through high-speed corners, and composed during rapid direction changes. Braking performance is equally extreme. The concept suggests massive carbon ceramic braking hardware capable of withstanding repeated high-speed stops without fade. Cooling channels are integrated directly into the bodywork, ensuring that the brakes remain effective even during prolonged track sessions. This reinforces the idea that the CX.R is designed for endurance-style performance, not short bursts of speed. Aerodynamics remain the defining element of the CX.R's behavior. Unlike road cars that balance downforce with comfort and efficiency, this concept prioritizes grip above all else. At high speed, the car would theoretically produce enormous downforce, pressing it into the track and allowing cornering speeds far beyond what street-legal vehicles can achieve. The aerodynamic balance appears carefully tuned, ensuring that front and rear downforce remain stable across different speeds. From a driver's perspective, the CX.R Vision Gran Turismo represents a fully immersive experience. Steering would be direct and heavy with feedback, offering constant communication between the front tires and the driver's hands. Throttle response would be immediate, with no lag, reinforcing a sense of total control.